Welcome back to Front Porch Catholic, where we talk about the grit and glory of domestic life on our Ohio hobby farm. And today I'm going to share with you a little something personal. I'm kind of excited to be doing this, but I'm going to talk about my experience today when, for the first time, I wore a chapel veil to Mass. Now, we are in the midst of this coronavirus pandemic. We've had some unfortunate fallout culturally, religiously, politically because of it. And one of those things that I have been enduring is being deprived of Holy Mass for the last 10 weeks. And that is absolutely unprecedented in the history of the world. So it's no small thing. And it really got me thinking about what it was I was burning for when that was taken away from us. I, like so many of you, desired Jesus Christ in the Eucharist. And I thought, for a long time, for the last 10 years, I've been wanting to wear a chapel veil, and it was always just too nervous, had too many false conceptions about what it meant or what I might be labeled as if I wore one. And those run the gamut from worrying about people thinking I was ultra conservative and crazy. Maybe I was a homeschool weirdo. Maybe I, was just holier than thou, and I did not want to come across as any of those things. But it took this moment for me to back up from all of that and decide it didn't matter, because what matters is my devotion, the disposition of my heart and my actions. And so I finally found the courage to wear a chapel veil. A chapel veil, for those that you don't know, I'm going to show them to you. I'm going to show you mine, my daughters, talk about how we got them, what we do, how we wear them, and what it was like for me to wear it today. But a chapel veil is just traditionally a head covering for a Catholic woman that she wears when she enters the church for liturgy, when she goes to Mass or adoration or a baptism or a wedding. And there are different kind of cultural elements to each of those scenarios, but basically you cover your head as a sign of devotion, of piety, and also as an expression of feminine dignity. I think veils are so beautiful, and I hope that you find that too as I list some shops that I looked at to see some beautiful veils and to make the right choices for my family. But for all those reasons, just for those two simple reasons, an expression of feminine dignity and piety, those are the reasons that I chose to wear the veil. And there have been some fruits just of wearing it that I want to share with you too. Now, we don't wear them because we're ashamed of ourselves as women. We wear them because we are grateful for how we were made, and we realize that you cover and you veil and you preserve and protect the things that are the most valuable, whether it's your jewelry, your money in the bank. You close your doors at night, you clothe your body. And for a woman to clothe her head, her face, it's like, I am valuable and I present myself to my Lord. I come into his house and I am here for him. And so when I wear this chapel veil, I was reminded of all those things. So I'm going to put it on, show it to you, and then talk about what it was like for me to walk into the church wearing one. Now, I shopped around a little bit and I found a beautiful store on Etsy called eVintage Veils, and I'm going to recommend them 110%. They have a gigantic selection of designs, colors, lengths for different ages of women. I just wanted something kind of simple, discreet, and I was able to find it. And these are really high quality veils I was able to find. I'm also going to list some other sources that I used for my daughters because I just wasn't really sure how much I wanted to spend on them. Anyway, that's a side note. I chose for myself this black veil. It's an infinity style veil, meaning it's like a scarf. It's like a circle. And I chose the design because I wanted to be discreet. I wanted to be able to walk through the parking lot with a scarf on my neck, and then when I was in the church, cover my head. Here's what I would do. I would walk, up to those doors. I would enter the vestibule of my church, and what I did this morning, after I got my little girls secured on with their combs, the little clips that keep them on their head, I lifted mine up over my head. And I entered into that beautiful sacred space of our church that I had not been in for Mass for quite some time, for too long. So this is what my veil looks like. I have dark hair, so the black kind of it doesn't look like a glaring contrast to my natural colors. Now, it is traditional that married women wear black to symbolize your state in life, your married state. My daughters, unmarried, they wear white. Those color rules kind of are they're very fluid today. You can wear blue, you can wear teal, you can wear purple, you can wear black with gold on it, you can wear a beige veil, you can wear a pink veil. They come in all kind of colors. You can coordinate with your wardrobe, you can coordinate with the event. If you're going to Mass on Pentecost, you can wear a red veil. That's a traditional thing. But I just bought one. I bought this black one for myself because I figured it was all purpose and it was lovely. It's got a really delicate pattern of lace. Now, so I gotta be honest, I was like, kind of like puking in my throat. Not really, that's kind of gross, but like I felt that worry as I entered because I knew that this was different for me. I know people in the church were gonna see me and remark like, oh, she's wearing a veil. I kind of hope they didn't notice, but I also kind of hope they did notice because I want other women to feel the freedom to make the choice to wear the veil if they want. And I just always had that hold me back. I didn't really know anyone personally that wore a veil. And that was just unfortunate because I think I would have worn one long before now. So when I walked in, I put it on and went to Mass as usual. I did feel like it helped me identify the reason I was there. Like I was not there for myself. I have always known that. I was there to worship God. And when I put this over my head, I realized it symbolically covered everything about me except my face, my humanity, my unmasked humanity. And helped me to just have that personal encounter with Christ. It kind of blocks out everything else and helps me to look at the tabernacle, look at the sanctuary, the Holy of Holies, the reason I'm there, the representation of Christ's sacrifice on Calvary. I was there to dine at his banquet and to worship him. I just felt like that was so amazing. And this helped me to realize that because it was something I did on purpose to do that, like to make that in my mind, to make myself aware of that. So that was great. Now, practical things like I turned my head a lot, had a nursing baby that was kind of like in my lap, moving blankets and things. So it did kind of like fall down at one point. And that was okay. Because whatever, we fiddle with our wardrobes at Mass sometimes for other reasons. But at one time it came down and I was like, that's okay. I'm not going to mess with it. I'll put it back on at the consecration when we're kind of making a transition. We're sitting down anyway. So that's what I was planning to do, just to kneel down and put it back on while everyone else was moving. I didn't want to make a scene or look like I was messing with a veil. But the baby went to the bathroom in her diaper. And she also, like in getting up out of my lap, I was going to like take her to the bathroom to change her. She got up out of my lap and then biffed her mouth on the pew and started bleeding on her mouth. So unfortunate event, but it gave me a chance to, I was leaving out of the pew anyway. And the veil was down. I walked past people, changed her, helped her lip get better, calmed her down. And then at the right time, I was able to walk back up with my veil already back on and sit down for the consecration and the reception of Holy Communion, etc. So I was nervous, but like practically speaking, it wasn't too inconvenient to wear, much to my surprise. Part of that's because it's the style it is, the infinity veil. I can just pop it up. If it falls off, it's not going to fall off my body onto the floor. They do have little combs you can sew in, which my daughters have, so you can like snap it in your head and it's not going to go anywhere. But I thought, ooh, if a baby pulls, it's going to like pull my hair too. I didn't really want to deal with that. So this is my veil, the infinity veil. I got it in black. Johanna, my 6-year-old's veil, we got a simple little one off of Amazon. I'll put a link below. It's just a sweet little white thing. This is what it looks like on, I think it's called a D-shaped veil, shaped like a D. So here's her little veil, cute little thing. She loves wearing it. She feels like a beautiful princess, and I thought that is just what you are, honey. You are one of God's children. You're an heir to his kingdom. You are a princess. So, in the world where we like to dress our daughters up or let them have these fantasies about who they are, like this is a real thing. This is no fantasy. She is a princess, and she felt like one. And then Rosemary, my 13-year-old, she chose this veil. It's a triangle shape, white lace veil, very high quality lace, and it came with a little comb that snaps into her hair. She put this on herself today. I was going to help her, but she didn't need me, so she went and did it herself. If I can just share what a neat experience it was to discuss with my daughters why we veil, why they might want to veil, because I did leave it up to them. I mean, I was pretty sure they would want to do it, but I thought I didn't want to make them feel weird because it's something new for us. But the process of shopping for a veil was like, I kind of felt like it was a just like a precursor to shopping for their wedding gown. People shop for prom dresses, all kind of special events, but like we got to shop for veils together. And because we're Catholic and it's such a rich part of our identity, this was a really meaningful experience for me and my daughters. So Johanna, she said, when I saw my veil on Amazon, I knew that was just the one I wanted. I had made you scroll back up. So she likes to recount the story because she knew when she saw her veil, she knew that was the one. So I'll link, where Johanna got hers, where Rosemary got hers. She got hers at eVintage Veils, just as I did. There's also a site I think it's called Veils by Tradition or Veiling by Tradition. I'll put the link because there are a couple different sites, but this one will send you a veil free if you pay $5 shipping. And they're beautiful veils in all colors and a couple different styles. So I really want to recommend them if you're on a budget and you want a veil, but you're not really sure if you want to invest. This veil cost $39 or $44. I can't remember which one, but worth every penny. It's so delicate, so light, high quality. I think if I take good care of this will be the one that I have for my whole life. I hope I don't snag it, but they come in little mesh bags, and you could, of course, get your own little containment unit. But this kind of fits in my purse, and I kind of like that. Keeps my veil from getting snagged. So if you're thinking of veiling, I want to just encourage you to just do it, because there's no time like the present to just express your love for our Lord in this way. I think that's the bottom line. That's what it is. And it's an expression of what we want to do, what we want to show, how we want to show our love. And that's really the bottom. That's really all it is for me. It's not me setting myself apart. It's not me being proud. It's me covering everything else about me so that I can be present to Him who is present in the Eucharist. So I'm so grateful to have gone back to Mass today. I want to say so many things about that, but this video is just about the chapel veil. I think it was just the right time in my life for me to wear it. I just kind of decided to seize this opportunity and go back, double down with my openness to grace and an expression of love and devotion for our Lord in the Eucharist. So, ladies, I hope that you think about veiling. I'm not a pro. I would love to answer your questions, so you can drop some comments if you want, or reach out to me on our Facebook page. And I'll do my best to answer them. But for now, I just wanted to share what it was like for me. I was super nervous, but I'm so glad. And by the end of Mass, it just felt so natural. I will never not veil if I can help it. I'm sure I'll forget it sometimes or whatever, but it's because it's a personal expression of devotion. There's no hard and fast rule saying I have to do it every single time since I did it once, but I think that I will. So until next time, please like and subscribe to the channel. Hope to show you these our Kuni Pig updates soon. Joe and I are going to do a little segment on homeschooling and working on the farm and the value of human work. So I hope you tune in for those. I really look forward to seeing you guys in the future videos and wish you well. And I hope that you're made holy and happy by your work here on this earth. Bye.